Hello and welcome to another live coding session of my indie adventure game, of my cozy little adventure game. Again, as in my last or in the first video, I probably will stumble upon some words and drop some and e's just as a filler. But I hope you don't mind. So let's try to improve this whole project a bit. Today I want to add a bit of a fighting system against the animals. Therefore I just want to check how I implemented the whole stuff in the first place and maybe refactor it a bit. So yeah, let's jump right into the code. I would say world animal. So let's see. Okay, we get a health. We have a health system here. This is German. Okay, close everything except this one. So let's see. We got a health interface. That means that we already can remove the health. Okay, this is good. So let's check up our third-person controller. I got the. How do you say? Modified version. Yeah, modified version of the starter input asset, and already coded some stuff in here. So let's see. Where is the attack handle? Attack. Nice. Execute item in hand from the attack controller. Ah, I see. Okay. Then we maybe can check if the hit transform has an eye health controller, eye health interface on it, and if so, then we'd like to remove some of this health. Health object, or better, object with health. So why do you want to? Yeah. Else if. So let's check. I would say we always can do that. So we just call the remove health function. Yeah, we just check if it's working. And of course we improved it later if this is working right now, but I just want to see if this logic is working, and as I said, if it's working then we're gonna improve this. So let's see, there's an animal. Okay, unfortunately I've got no. Okay, perfect. No tool in here, but this was already working. Okay, this is nice. Then we just check which item the player has in its hand. Weapon. Okay, fine. Now we've got, if the player has a weapon in his hand, then we remove 100 health points, and if not, then just 5 health points. So, I want to have a constant float here for, I say no weapon damage. And I would say it's 5. We maybe have to adjust this later. But for that, we just use the no weapon damage. And if the item category is a weapon, then I would say that we introduce that we maybe introduce a damage variable that we can expose and then just use this damage variable here. So we maybe want to get the we maybe want to get the item in the hand and cast it to a weapon item or something like that. Okay, then let's just have a look what we've got here in the models. Item harvest food coin, and so there will be another one called weapon item or item weapon SO. So we introduce the item weapon class and say, okay, the category is of course weapon, and with the use item we use this, but we also want to have a new variable called damage, and it's a float. Nice. New weapon item, and then we have here the weapon. Nice. Okay, with this weapon item, we now can cast it, the item in hand, to an item weapon SO. So, weapon. Weapon. Nice. And then we are 100% sure that the weapon also has a damage. Nice. And of course has also everything else that an item has, because this is just the parent of it. Okay, nice. Then we maybe need to introduce a new weapon. I think I already modeled a sword some weeks ago, so maybe I'm lucky and I already have the sword object imported into this project. But first let's create the items. Custom items weapon, and this is just a sword. I call it basic sword. Basic with a big B. Sword. Okay. Name, basic, sword. Oh, I can't write today. This is just a basic sword. Nothing special. Okay, for the image I just use this one, the sword. Rarity, it's normal, weapon, and the word object. Here it gets interesting, Let's see if I already imported that. Is it under tools? Oh yeah, it's under tools. Nice. Nice. Okay, fine. But I think I need to drop that here and call it basic sort. And then make a prefab out of it. Because I'm pretty sure I did not create a prefab out of this. But that's okay. Now there's a prefab. And yeah, let's use this prefab we just created as the world object. Nice. Base price, yeah, I think 2000. Damn. Is a good price, and we do a damage of 15. I think this is good. You saw the 14 was already created automatically because I did a nice script. Update item enums, and now it's completely reloading, and the AD is generated automatically. That's pretty nice. So I can just create some items, and the script does all of that for me. Also writes that item into the global item manager because this is dynamically loaded, and so on and so on. So yeah, it's a bit convenient. Okay, now I just want to add the script to I just want to add the script to the basic sort. The world item script, sorry. I was just a bit distracted. Okay. Then we paste every component we need from the wooden axe to the basic sword. Oh, maybe I can do that without copying. World item. Yes, is initial item. Nope. But we want to have a basic sword. I don't think we need an LOD group, because I think we don't want to have it lying around. And if it's lying around, it's okay. It does not have that many vertices. So yeah, I think I'm fine with that. Okay. Then we just drop that here next to the signpost. And run to it, take it, and then see how much damage we are giving. But I remember we didn't even didn't even use that in code. So back to the world animal. Nope. Back to the attack controller. Yes. Therefore, then we want to apply the damage here, and also want to log it out. Damage. Hooray. Okay, now we can have a look if it's working. Would be great if it's working, but we'll see that in a minute. So let's load the game again. And just walk to the signpost. I could be much faster if I had some better workflow, because I just spawn it anywhere and then walk to it and so on and so forth. There's pretty much so much room for improvement to to get it done correctly and faster. But I like this because on the way to the items or to the implemented feature, yeah, I find bugs here and there, and it's totally okay. So I'm good with it. So I saw that the sword was falling through the ground. Let's see if it still falls through the ground. Kinda. Maybe if I... No. Okay, now it's working. Okay. It's a little bit big, but it's okay. So, now I've got this one. And let's go to the wolf. You see, I could spawn a wolf directly in front of me, but nah, I'm just walking to the wolf. Okay, he's dead. Dead. It should be 15 two times. Yeah, it's 15 damage, hooray, 2 times. So this is already working, hooray. But this is not a... Yeah, this is not a good fighting system. I want to have it a bit more... Yeah, more dynamically. And also, of course, visually it's not... it's not that appealing. So I would like to have some... Yeah, some combos, some critical hits or something like this. It shouldn't be that much like a skill tree and then a special action super duper trick. It just should be fun, and that's it. And a bit more engaging. Of course, the whole game isn't about fighting, and it's just a little feature, not the whole point of the whole game. But on the way, if you get attacked by some wolves and you can't defend yourself, it's also not that good. And I think while I'm talking about this, I realized that there are no wolves spawning, so that might be another bug. So if you if you loot the whole map and kill every wolf, that there are no respawns. But that's okay, because I didn't even was this far while testing the game. So let's also fix that our spawn manager or whoever has this in place, I think it's a spawn area, that this area just keeps tracking how much entities, in this example animals, are there, and if it's under a certain line, then we want to spawn again like 3 wolves or something like that. Okay, where is it? World spawn area. Nice. Okay. Spawn 3 spawnable animals. Okay, then I want another list of, what's it, game objects. That's a bit more generic. We call it current spawned entities. Nice. Okay. And we want this to be a new list. Okay. So, unfortunately, we need do we need a update function? No, we do not need an update function. This does not need to be run all the time. So I just make this public as a property. And add a getter and setter. And as a setter we say current spawned entities equals value, and return is just return current spawned entities. So now I want to keep track of all the entities, and we say yeah, we just call the function like that. Keep track of current entities. Okay, let's create this method and then just use it. Okay, if current spawn entities is, what do we say, is lower or equal 1, let's say 2. Okay. Count is lower than 2, then we want to spawn objects. I think this is a good amount. A lower 2. It's a good amount. And then we just need to check the current spawned entities. So for the spawned entities, we just can use the private variable, because we do not want to keep track while spawning. We just want to keep track while destroying them. So this game object can be added. Game object. Yeah, this is fine. And then when we destroy it, then we can check if the world spawn area has the right game objects in the current list. So do we got the spawn area in here? Oh yeah, we actually do. Nice. Then we can say spawn area, and then write into it remove from tracking. And there we just pass in the current game object. Nice. Then let's create the function, and in this function we simply use the property remove game object, and while we are modifying this property and remove game object, so the count is getting -1, then we keep track of the current entities, and then we see, okay, if it's lower than 2, then we spawn another like 3 objects or something like that. So let's see if we fix this. Did I save? Yes, I did save. Okay, let's see if it's working. Okay, and also you just see here that the item is falling through the ground because the collider is in the ground. But that's okay. So yeah, pretty engaging, this whole fight scene. So 2 animals were killed. And here, again, I just could have added a debug log, but no, I'm driving around and look where the new spawned wolves are. So, this was the 3rd wolf. And now, there should be new wolves. But as I said, would be much easier if I added a log to it and just walk around. 1 minute. Oh yeah, you see that? I just added some birds some time ago. And I think there's a video in planning on how I edit these birds, and They're not that good animated, and if there's a bit more delay between the wings of the birds, I think it would look much better, but I can go a bit far away, and from far away it kind of looks good, I think. Of course it's a bit too uniform, but I think if there is a bit more randomness and a bit more delay between the wings, I think it might look actually quite good. Okay, as you see, there are no wolves, or I do not see them, so we did not fix the bug, but it's okay. I just want to log that. So spawn entities again. Yeah, and I just move this a bit up so it is not does. Oh my god, my English. It's not keep getting through the ground. Oh god. Okay. 1, 2. Where's the third one? But it's this third one. Actually, it should already. Yeah, it should already have been spawned. So let's investigate this logically. We have the property current spawn entities. When we spawn objects, we add the new game objects to the current spawn entities. It's okay. Should be 3 at start. Nothing happens, no keep track of current entities. And then we go to the tag controller. No, to the world animal. And remove this game object from the tracking. So what does now happen is we remove the game object from the list. This happens here. And after that, we want to keep track of the current entity. So if the current spawn entity has a count that's lower than 2, so it's 1 or 0, then another n objects should be spawned. But it does not work. So let's check where we are actually getting out of the flow. Remove from tracking. So let's just have a guess. In the first flow, we actually should come into this. So if we now kill a wolf, this debug log should be printed out in our console. I hope it's like that. If not, then we might have to investigate a bit further. So let's check. So where are some wolves? There you are. Okay, remove from tracking is getting called. There it is. There it is. Okay, then we can investigate further. Okay, this is getting called. Then this should be called keep track of current entities. And then we could already print out what What is the current value? Or the amount of entities in the list. It's so slow. So, there you are. Hello, hello, little friend. 15 damage. Okay, this is interesting because now, okay. We do not see how many objects are in the list. So, even that we called the property, this is not getting executed. And my question is why? I mean, of course, this is just styling, but I really like to have it there. But okay, let's see if this is working right now. This approach. So now we're not calling it by the changing property. We just call it afterwards in the remove from keep tracking function. So let's see if this is working. And I also want to say again, I'm not a pro coder. Game development is just it's just a hobby for me, and I do not think this here is as a guide, because this is just try and error sometimes. In my tutorials, this is quite good because I already write scripts and try to explain it a bit better. But now here in this live coding session and in this live devlog, it's a bunch of try and error and see how far I'm coming. So don't take it too serious. Don't try that what I'm doing here. But of course, of course, I'm I'm happy about critics or something like that, because I think if you guys keep saying, hey, there's an error, there's a problem, it could be much more performant or optimized if you do that, and so on and so on. So if you see anything, feel free to write me in the comments. I'm super happy to get your help here and there. That the game is maybe together a bit better than when I'm doing this alone. So now we want to see if if the whole stuff is working by killing the wolves. So, zack. Okay, keep track of current entities is 2. This is nice. And then, okay, you actually saw that right there, that there was a wolf spawned, and there's a wolf 2. Now, it keeps spawning. Nice. This is pretty cool. And so the mechanism is cool. The fight is not that cool. It's pretty much not engaging. And there's no loot and nothing like that. But it's okay. I like it that this is now working, and also something like this. So I'm just jumping right there, and the wolves keep rotating with me. I mean, it's okay if it's on the X and Y X, or X and Z X, but not on the Y X. So oh, I'm dead. And therefore they aren't even interested in me because I'm dead, or I should be dead. Also some mechanic I need to introduce, but yeah, I think we got time. Yeah. I'm just happy that you're staying here with me, coding some fight system into it. Okay, I think we're good to go now with this approach. I think I want to do this more often, these live coding sessions, or yeah, maybe also want to Blender. Okay, want to create some models with Blender with you together, and yeah, just keep this project super transparent. Also the code, everything. I might want to. Maybe this is just I'm just thinking about that. It's not a fact that I might want to release the source code on GitHub, because I thought about it, and I think the whole stuff about a Steam release or something is I don't think we released that on Steam, because it's not that big project, it's not that stable, it's just a little hobby project, and I think it's totally okay to just release it on itch.io for like, I don't know, $3 or $2 or something. But this is, as I said, just a hobby project, and nothing I want to really make big money from. So I think itch.io release is totally fine. Yeah. So I think that's everything I wanted to say. In the next live session, we're doing some other things, or further improve this battle system, fighting mechanism. And yeah, until then, I wish you a good Christmas time. Hope you're doing all well, and we see us in the next video. Bye bye.